Alright, folks, welcome back to Spyro, You're the Dragon. Can we just go to the balloon to go backwards? Or are we gonna have to do something? Okay, yeah, we can do this. And we can revisit the old bosses from here. Gotcha. I should remember to switch off big head mode at some point because that is kind of silly, but of course every time I see it I'm just like, well, that's not that weird. There we go. Right, now we're back to normal. Let's take a look at what we're missing here. We've got this much of Molten Crater left to do, and we're still missing exactly one treasure from Seashell Shore because I didn't go there. There is also the Mushroom Speedway that we should go and at least poke at and quite likely have me go, wait a second, what the hell am I doing here? And attack race butterflies. Please. Okay, yeah, it's normal stuff that we've seen before. I was like, wait a second. But also, I guess, thank you for the hint, Sparks. That's surprisingly kind of this to give me any hints. Oh, it sounds more like Sparks is like doing that like fake whispering sound, you know? Also, the spider's making very funny death noises. Ah, crud. Am I missing one? There we go. That was very simple. Like, that was just a one and done. Can we? Alright, so fly through all the green checkpoint rings and use the red dots to guide your way. Alright, so that's quite simple. So this is a case where we have to, like, actually come in first, right? Unlike the thing in Ripto's Rage where you just had to beat the course. Thanks for doing that to me after I got an achievement. That's some great programming that thankfully I caught it in time for it to not fuck me over, but also, yeah, that was real good. It popped another window on top of what I had for some reason. This, to my knowledge, is the only thing that I have achievements in on Steam that does that. On the other hand, it has been so long since I've gotten an achievement in any other game that I could be wrong about that. Oh, fuck. Well, I think this run is rip. I'm gonna just take the L on that one. When there's too few spam bots. Fuck. Well, real good that I keep bumping the underside of that mushroom there, and it ruins my run every time. I should try being less bad at this, but that's gonna take some time to get there. Especially with position 4 being this quick to gain. To gain on me, you know. I swear I know how to play video games. I just don't always have such a time doing that. Yeah, I know we lost this one, but still I wanted to see it through because I want to make sure I can like not screw up the boost at the mushroom, because that is rapidly becoming a problem. Hey, did we hit that thing and like damage it or something? It sounded a little bit like it. Yeah, if these races are going to be a constant thing for speedways in this game, that might get a little bit rough, because I can already tell that these are... Whoa! Get out of my camera, dude! These are brutal! Is there some hidden accelerate button that I don't know about? Hey, remember when we didn't do the flying through the ring races on what was it, Ratchet and Clank? Yeah, Ratchet and Clank Going Commando, because they were too hard. Yeah, this definitely is not it's definitely not Insomniac's first rodeo, that's for sure. Well, that one butterfly was legitimately just going faster than us. That's not a skill issue, that's just... the thing was going faster. Until we BS some distance between us. And speaking of BS, the size of the hitboxes on that ring is pretty deceptive, because you think, oh, I gotta fly through the middle of the ring, right? No, it looks like you can touch the rim and you're okay. I think that's going to have to be a big part of our strategy going forward, is taking those like 2 bonus pixels wherever we can. I mean, look at this thing. That's not me. It's just going faster. Until that happened. I think we did actually, like, hit it or something and knock it back. Possibly. I mean, I think the other thing is, like, the fly through the rings kind of thing is a little bit, It took a very long time for 3D platformers to have even remotely good flight controls. Considering the standards of the era, this is actually pretty good. And you might be saying, hey, you're playing the remaster, not the original. Yes, but it was pretty similar to the OG from what I remember. Unless it was, like, radically worsened from Spyro 1 to Spyro 2 and even Spyro 3. Like, look at that distance. How am I supposed to make that up? Yeah, exactly. See, it... This sort of thing... These games were just a little bit too early on in the history of the genre to really be doing that sort of thing. It's... Early 3D platformers are just generally kind of rough, and I am very harsh on them because nobody else will be. And maybe it's a little bit needless, but also, again... Everybody is so nostalgia poisoned about these kinds of games that it's like, well, somebody's got to be at least slightly honest about the fact that a lot of them have not aged well. It's almost like it was the beginnings of a new genre or something. And there we go, taking a hit on the head. We really can't be doing that to ourselves. So, again, just taking the L if we take the hit there, because that's kind of not good. I mean, I probably should scoop on that too, but I'm actually curious what kind of, like, hit detection we have on the star rings. Because, well, I can't say surely it's not just a star shape. I don't know for sure. But if there is a lot of wiggle room on that, then by gum, we should take that. No, he did not. Crash did. And I think Spyro appeared in one of the later Crash racing games, like Crash Nitro Kart or something. Probably. I mean, certainly Spyro was in a couple of Crash Bandicoot games. He was even in Crash Twinsanity, so it's not even like it was just, hey, here's the weird spin-offs where we do the crossover stuff with Insomniac. Spyro doesn't even have a whole lot of spin-off games, for that matter. Oops. Well, off course. Duly noted. Thank you, game. Wow, that was a pretty wide gap that we were able to get there on the ring. I saw that it was out, but I didn't actually see it yet. And we're in such a place right now where we can't even see the position 1 here. Just absolutely invisible. Probably already finished the course. Oh, nope. I see him. Never mind. Unless we're about to lap 6th place. Which, I mean, we could be doing, but it would be a little crappy if that was the thing, but, I suppose they can't all be zingers, you know? With how long Yu-Gi-Oh! The Abridged series has been going on, and the earlier conceit of it being, well, you know, jokes. And, I mean, it still is, really, but it does have a continuity. Anyway, we beat it. Just barely under 2 minutes, so yeah. Hooray! We got a dragon egg. So what am I missing from this level, I guess, is the next question. Let's see when we, excuse me, when we drop back into the lobby here. Before I go deal with the other one. It's probably gonna be like, hey, yeah, it's hidden in the level. Hunter's dogfight. I don't think I like the sound of that, but we'll find out. Yeah, we're gonna have ourselves a bit of an explorer-ify here and see if it's a thing here where we can just talk to a fella that we see out on the field or something, or what? Because otherwise that's not exactly the most helpful of hints. Like, am I supposed to have been on the lookout for Hunter? As always, I guess I could just look it up, but we are trying to reserve that as a lesser resort. Yeah, I don't see him here anywhere. So again, I think we just sort of take the L on this one for now and go look at the other level. As there is still one of those left. So where's the Sergeant Bird section? Is out this way? There we go. You got anything to say, buddy?
Hide and seek with my friends. If I can't find where they've hidden their heads, they won't let me join the Tiki Lodge. Help me put them back together and I'll make you an honorary member.
Alright, buddy. Alright, can we just place... Yeah. Because you gotta remember that Sergeant Bird controls a little bit floaty. You know, just a little, right? These fellas, they're Toucan Sam bills. For some reason. Oh, watch out, we don't get roasted. Yeah, like that. That's my bad. I wasn't really certain of where that hit detection was. I mean, I guess. Ugh. Alright, so this is a lava-filled... Wow, what a jerk. Those guys just knock you back and that's it. Seems like it so far. Okay, yeah, that lava path leads to an Idlehead location that we've already explored. Yeah, for some strange reason, the toucan-beaked weird fellows have... They respawn. There was no thing to pick up there? Okay, we've been in here already, I'm pretty sure. It's just that, like, every path here leads back to the same location. This room is laid out in a way that is... Oh, there we go. There's an area we haven't been to yet. Oh, is there something that I can get later on that'll help me out with the backtracking? Because that's great, because there's definitely some stuff that, well, that I will miss over and over, because, yeah. There we go.
This egg you as a sign of your honorary membership to the lodge.
It's very weird, by the way, that Sergeant Bird is... Well, okay, it's not weird at all, but it's...
Never happened before. I hope it's not a bad omen.
It's very interesting to me that Sergeant Bird is as, like, floaty feeling. I don't want to say Sergeant Bird feels bad to play as, but definitely there's a lot of heft there that is not such a thing when you're flying as Spyro. Never seems to be more experienced. I mean, wait. Yeah, we're just gonna see if we can get up to full oh, you jerk. That's right, that one's too big for us to charge, but he's gotta be like the smallest big dude in the entire game, actually. At least that's what I'm telling myself at this point. The Whip Rhinox do seem pretty small for being large enemies. Or maybe I'm just misremembering. Now that said, I am going to look up about that other egg on Mushroom Speedway because that does not seem like the sort of thing that I will get that kind of help from Sparks on. Where the hell did I leave that tab? Hang on a second. Dragon. All right. So I've managed to find the simplest looking guide possible for this sort of thing. So let's see what it tells me on this one. And just do what it says. I got an itch in the palm of my hand. This big mushroom is on the left. We'll talk to Hunter. I don't see him though. Unless I gotta keep going. There he is.
Whoa! A bunch of sheep and flying saucers just came out of nowhere and started blasting up the race course.
Did they really?
Looks like I'll have to hop in my plane and teach him some manners. Look out, sheep! Here I come!
Oh, that's quite the rate of fire you've got on this thing. I was not expecting that. I also was not expecting no time limit. That's just, wow. That's free, actually, once you figure out where Hunter is. He's Shadow the Hedgehog. A little bit. A little bit. Alright, so we'll travel back to the Midday Gardens here. That's right, I gotta remember to actually use my guidebook is a fast travel thing. My brain is not, like, used to that being a thing. It probably was a thing in the full version of the other Spyro games, but remember that I only played the first one and only a demo of that at that, so... Yeah, Icy Peak here. Ah, yeah, one of these chodes. I almost forgot about them. Oh, he was not impressed by the idea of me getting out in front of him. Alright, well... I guess I can't cut the short too much. We'll head him off at miles. Wait. Hey, we got ourselves those. Oh God, what happened to this randomizer then? Sheesh. I mean, sure, but that seems a little extreme even then. Good old NES era gaming, you know. The absolute peak, unless functionality is what you're after. I know I've seen some cases of some pretty extreme, like, lag and stuff happening in those.
You see ladders or walls that look climbable. Just jump onto them and you'll grab them with your claws.
Like, I'm pretty sure, and by I'm pretty sure, I mean I'm very confident, but I don't know when it was. I've seen cases, I should probably exit this level, but we have a quick warp to it. I want to explore the rest of the home world first. I distinctly remember having seen a very long time ago footage from Zelda 2 randomizers in the Great Palace with the Bird Knights spewing fireballs everywhere. And it causing quite severe lag to the game, which is not necessarily unusual for an NES game. I seem to recall it causing, like, the screen to absolutely have a bad time, though. I believe so, yeah. Or I might be using the wrong enemy name, which is always a distinct possibility with me, because I am very bad at remembering enemy names the correct way. Country Speedway. Hey, there's a hidden egg. Oh, I get it, and the dragon was named Modesty. Actually, being a dragon and therefore breathing fire, is that dragon Modesty Blaze? That's a reference like nobody will understand. Okay, yeah, it probably was them. That's what I mean.
You'll find more.
But like I said, I'm so bad at enemy names that, yeah. I mean, to goof up a lot of them quite severely. It's probably not that unusual. Oh no, it just makes the same sound for a regular one or for a one-up one. Oh hey, there we go. I wasn't sure where where the last pedestal was, but yeah. Bamboo Terrace. How are we doing for stuff in the... Oh, I get it. Underwater egg. I thought we got that. No, I must be thinking somewhere else. And as yet unlisted one. Is this an area where we can... No, it's not. Oh hey, we landed right on top of it, huh? But being a stormtrooper, he still has no accuracy whatsoever. And it won't improve. Just forever doomed to not be able to hit anything. Secret ice cave. Oh, that's hardly a secret. Mingus, Charles Mingus, the jazz musician from many a year ago. He's been dead for like 50 years, so have to be. We need to bring Super Flame over here in order to open that thing, and I don't know if there's more treasure. Oh, there's a fiber. $28 seems like a weird amount to be in one of those things, but we'll find out when we actually do it. We're missing 7. Maria. Oh boy. Keanu Reeves as Shadow the Hedgehog. Yeah, excuse me. That's one of those things, it's like, it's only a spoiler if you don't know anything about Sonic lore whatsoever. And even then, that might be a bit of a stretch. Because it is like, hey, it's the whole guiding reason for Shadow the Hedgehog being like he is, period. And they explain this to you very quickly. Excuse me. Sorry.
Do that up there? The portal.
Enchanted Towers is the level we just unlocked with that. Let's do a quick scan one last time to see if I can find this treasure, and if not, we can put it off until we stumble across it by accident. Because it's, what, 5? Yeah, so... Yeah, exactly. That... You'd have to change a fair bit of things in order for it to not be the case. You know what I mean, I'm just not good at saying it, that's all. Not entirely wrong.
Those crummy Rhinox forced us to build a statue of the sorceress. Then after we built it, she complained it was too ugly. Huh. If you ask me, the statue is far prettier than she is.
Well, yeah, but I assume that the statue is maybe not a weird... whatever exactly she is. Wow, I got attacked by a guy on this jackhammer. You can't do the jackhammer pogo stick, that wouldn't really work. You would have a very bad time and you'd probably fall over and get horribly injured as a consequence. Not just from the fall either. Although, yeah, that probably wouldn't be a great time. Gladys about to bake us. I think there will be cake. Wait. Mephiles is just like... The 06 lore was really weird, honestly. They really were just like, hey, what if we introduced the devil twice to Sonic the Hedgehog? What if we just did that? And like, okay, Mephiles is an extended creature with some more stuff going on. But Iblis is just, literally just a demon. with nothing else to it. Aside from war, I suppose, but... And as I've... Oh, hey, buddy.
Reveal my latest piece of real-time four-dimensional performance art. I call it Hideous Exploding Witch number 9. Now, if you can just light the 3 rockets around here, my masterpiece shall be complete.
Well, clearly Mephiles' motivation is just that he's a big fucking asshole. I just sort of feel like that's an underrated... Everybody talks about a lot of the edge of the Sonic the Hedgehog franchise, particularly surrounding Shadow. But I feel like there's something specifically about Mephiles and Iblis that is undervalued in terms of that angle of things. Especially with regard to Iblis, I think that there's a certain level where once you have said, hey, we're going to have not just a literal demon, but we're going to name it after what is not completely far off from the Satan figure of Islam in 2006. I think you've hit a certain level of that kind of edge that really is usually reserved for like Shin Megami Tensei kind of stuff. Although realistically, I'm not...
I forgot I hid this egg inside the statue. I hope the explosion didn't hard.
Realistically, I'm not sure if Mephiles is necessarily all that edgy. On some level, I mean, sure, he kills Sonic, but also I think that it's worth noting that the level of like goofy, lighthearted, cartoony nature that people would ascribe to Sonic that would make any of the edginess of the adventure games and going forward clash with it, which would be the main reason to bring it up, is mostly a thing from the classic era, and that the adventure games can be taken as their own separate thing. And should be, really. I guess it's just like, it's not that weird in the greater scheme of things. Once you hit a certain point. Oh. Spyro, what are you doing? Just hold the stick forward and he just keeps doing that. I mean, alright, game, you're the boss. Oh, that was a weird way to ramp. Gee, it's like we actually are playing Tony Hawk. Getting some extremely goofball physics there. Anyway, yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's just that Mephiles loses a lot of his shock value after, well, anything to do with low-budget Kyrie, which is amazing that I can say that because Kyrie's already the low-budget version of Kyrie to begin with.
Tricks, you could really rack up a huge score in this place. What do you say I show you some moves? Let's start with something easy. You can jump off the end of ramps by pressing the jump button. I'll show you how to...
We got a tutorial for a thing that we already know how to do.
Okay, now try doing a roll. You can roll in midair by holding down the action button.
Excuse my yawning, by the way.
Hey, nice roll. Now let's see you pull a flip. Flips are exactly like rolls, only... Oh, you must be a natural. Now let's see if you can pull off a half-pipe spin move. The blue ramps are half pipes. You can do a spin move by jumping at the top of the blue ramp, then steering left or right in the air.
I mean, technically that's more of a quarter pipe, but okay.
All right, you nailed it. Now let's see if you can do a 900. Get as much height as you can. Spin.
Oops. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty simple to... Dang it, Spyro. That's my fault.
Now
There we go.
was a 900. I have to admit, you've got some skills, Spyro. But before you get too cocky, let's see if you can score some real points on the giant ski ramp. Do whatever moves you want, and see how many points you can get.
I scored 500 points. Oops.
Wow, you learn really fast. Well, then again, you are being trained by a master boarder. Speaking of which, I was just practicing this nearly impossible new move that I call the Nasty Nork. I had just about pulled it off when suddenly I ran smack into this dragon egg and wiped out. Okay, I made that up, but you can still have this egg.
Well, at least it gives us the egg anyway. For completing a trick tutorial, which I'm sure is going to be a thing of shocking importance at some point. Hey, buddy.
I think you're ready to try some one-on-one. All right, whoever scores the most points in the time limit wins.
Ah. Well, it helps if I actually do the thing correctly and I land right. Oh, because I had my thing at the twisted lime because I had my I was holding the stick diagonally. That was real good of me. Nope, can't just do random jumps for tricks. Oops. Okay, so the diagonals are there's only 2 of them. That's a pity.
already. Who knows? Maybe someday you'll even break my course record. Nah. Anyway, I guess I should give you this other egg I found. I was gonna keep it for a pet, but I can't get it to hatch.
Hey, you need more scales on your ass, buddy. Wait. Oh, jeez. Ah. Rescue the lost wolf. And we're still only at 200 out of 500 treasure. How about that? Well, I feel like we managed to get everything here. Oh no, we have not at all, actually. I can see why I didn't, though. Getting on top of that thing might be a pain in the butt. Alright, time to intentionally... I'm having a bit of an issue here. I might be stuck. Sparks, help me. Stop laughing. This isn't funny, dude. What if we just let the clock run out? Oh, the camera's having a fucking time, I tell you what. Let's just watch this sink into the void for a moment. That was funny though. Now that I know that it's just that I just had to wait it out. There's a lot here. Right, there should only be the one last bottle left. One more? I don't suppose there is, but we'll take a look anyway, and by that I mean we'll find out. Oh hey, one-up bug that I didn't see for a while. Thanks. Okay, so did I actually get the thing from it? Well, I did now. Alright. So we should have all of the treasure from this area. Although, of course, if that's not the case, I guess I know one place I can come back to later. I will have forgotten by then. Oh, is that an egg thief? Nope, this appears to be the bone guys again. Source of a couple of those launching rocks would probably be pretty helpful. By that I mean one that's like closer to the ground, or closer to up their ground rather. Excuse me. All right. I don't think it needs to go this way, but all right. That's a really weird shot. And it definitely feels like they changed the physics on the spitting rocks, by the way. Because remember in Spyro 2 that we could fire them really far. But in this one, we really can't. So that's throwing me off a little bit. On top of everything else. They really don't want to make this an easy task at all. It's the one time that Bison was not as bad a person as he could be. But of course, that doesn't go over well with American movie audiences. Wait. This definitely feels like a case where I need something more than what I've got. Especially we've got this motif in the background, which is kind of reminiscent of Sergeant Bird's theme. So I'm kind of wondering if there's actually a Sergeant Bird thing that I can do to, like, if there's something I can do to switch over to him. In order to complete this better. Or if I'm just completely confused. Oh, well, I can fall off the thing, so. Yeah, because that was made at the very end of Raul Julia's life, right? And I mean very end, like... I don't think he died before the movie came out, but it was pretty close. Yeah, see, I remember one thing about a movie. If only it was a different one from Street Fighter movie, right? Okay, so there is another area here. I just didn't see it earlier. Wow, they're not goofing around here. Alright, well, there is a Sergeant Bird, but I don't think this is going to be taking him out into the level. Unfortunately. What do we got going on
I was
here?
playing catch with my pet wolf, Farley, but I accidentally threw his ball down this hole, and he went in after it. Now he's stuck down there, and I feel so helpless, sitting up here, listening to his steadily softening whimpers. Don't cry, Wolf. Never cry, Wolf.
Alright, how are we supposed to get a wolf out of a hole? And for that matter, where can I get some HP? Because that seems like a problem. Did he go in the tornado? The answer appears to be no. Oh, give me just a second, buddy. I want to go look for some help. Probably stand a little closer, but even then we're gonna have to lure the fella over with shorter launches. Yeah. There we go. That's better. Hey, careful out there, buddy. There's things that are gonna probably get me before I can get the health that's out here. Nice and simple so far. See, that's one talented dog. Dog. That's alright, thanks, buddy. As usual, you've been a real hoot. That's... oh, that didn't work as well as I wanted it to. Oh, you're really unimpressed with that? Alright, well. That's gonna be real rough. Isn't it? Because, yeah, these jumps don't really seem to be a huge fan of actually letting me glide in a short span sometimes. Okay, I see what you're doing here, game. I'm quite confused about it. Not that I need the help. Ah, fuck. I did not mean to do that. Well, it worked one time anyway. There we go. That's what I wanted to do. It's just that, wow, this part's a little rough. Isn't it? Tolerances on that are very, very stringent. Oh, that made a lot of noise. That's weird.
You found Farley. How can I ever thank you? I mean, I could give you this old egg, but Farley's been chewing on it and it's kind of slimy. Oh well, it's the thought that counts, right?
We'll just wipe this sludge off at some point. Or something. Let's go deal with Sergeant Bird's funny business.
I'm ready to patrol the towers and the perimeter of the islands whenever you want me to. It's good to be back in action.
Okay, good times. We can actually play as Sergeant Bird here. Good. That's going to make our lives significantly easier with a lot of this stuff.
You're doing great. Please find the rest of the boat.
Oh, this is literally just a quest from Spyro 2. But in Spyro 3. That's a bit of a shame. I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't know what exactly Sergeant Bird is. He could be a lot of different things. But he absolutely looks exactly like a cartoon penguin does. Like, every time you see a penguin in a cartoon, it's this, but usually not as blue. More just like a solid black. But it doesn't particularly make sense for Sergeant Bird to be able to fly if he's a penguin. You know, he's not that one Yu-Gi-Oh card that has a flying penguin on it. And this would be a great setup for a joke if I knew any of the cards that had flying penguin in the artwork that were not flying penguin. Because I'm pretty sure there's like at least a spell card out there that's got that going on with flying penguin. Just because it looks kind of goofy. Basically, I think that a lot of the character design in Spyro the Dragon kind of operates on the principle of just being platonic ideals of funny cartoon animals. And to be fair, a cartoon penguin is pretty funny. Usually. Although I guess looks aren't everything, right? Okay, yeah, there are actually penguin support spells. That's good. I couldn't remember because I know that there's enough of them to to in theory have a situation where you could have them being referred to for a support archetype, if small, but I wasn't sure if there was actual support for it. Granted, I'm sure there's a couple of archetypes that are just like really bizarrely tiny that still get support. Because sometimes the design for Yu-Gi-Oh! Sets is just like, hey, here's something that we're going to mess with the people who build decks a little bit. And let them try to figure out a way to break it. So you might get something that's like, hey, yeah, fire attribute aqua monsters as its support targets. And then you wait around long enough and then they'll print a bunch of cards that it works with and suddenly it'll be really, really good. 12 years later. When there are so many better things you could be doing with your time. I see some gems in that tower, so there might also be a couple of the bone carrying dudes in this general direction. Yeah, see, there's one of them. Did we get everything in this tower? I think so. Yeah, because that's part of the normal path of the level. Alright, 7 more treasure and 1 more bone to go. Well, this guy's worth at least something, right? Yeah. Alright, 1 last fiber, which would probably make sense for us to find it in the location of that last bone carrying fella. It's top of the level, right? Oh. No, that's not a thing down there. That looked for a second like it was a low entrance. But I was wrong. I hear a noise. Found him. Unfortunately, I'm still absent 5 treasure.
I was going to keep it as a souvenir, but I don't have room in my luggage.
There's Ralph.
My friend is feeling much better now. Oh no, he started his bone dance again.
Bone dance. That one's a little different. More going on. I like the little bow at the end. Fortunately, this level is like
It's good to be
really scattered in terms of
I'm ready to patrol the I'll be here.
everything, so it makes it a little hard to find stuff. Oh, so I gotta redo it? Down here? That's a shame. But yeah, we're checking this area to make sure that I didn't miss a purple gem down here. I didn't miss a monster or something. Ah, yeah, there we go. Yep. I sure did miss one. Well, at least it's not in the skate park, because that would be a real pain in the ass to figure out. Oh, we'll see when we get further in the game. Probably. Alright, let's hit that return home portal.
Oh, well, oh, shoot. Fiddly-fo, bro! Gabling-gablo, goodbye!
Oh, geez, the effects on that were a little
We
strong.
should help her. You're kidding, right? She nearly toasted you. Yeah, but she was aiming at you. That's it.
I mean, listen, that's gonna end up being a problem for the rest of us eventually too, I'm sure. I'm surprised he managed to do anything impressive. It's still a really
Thanks.
really
No
messed up
problem.
looking rabbit.
It's a good thing for you Hunter was around.
I can look after myself.
Oh, sure you can.
Would you like me to show you?
Out of magic, huh? How about I give you a jump start?
I'll deal with you later.
Hey,
Spyro can
why'd you have to
jumpstart car
scare her
batteries.
off?
Hunter, stop that. It's too early in the game for you to be acting like that. Search for one-ups. Get none. Oh well. Did we get all the... No, we're still missing 5 treasure here. That's right. I wouldn't be surprised... Wait, no, there's balloons in this game. There's no boss gate. Never mind. I was about to say, I wouldn't be surprised if it was, like, right behind the boss gate or something, but no, nope. Wrong game, knucklehead. Ah, there it is. There's that last 5. It was good of me to start thinking, oh yeah, it must be behind something, because it was. Which makes at least some sense. Thought I saw one butterfly in there, but nope. Alright, now before I take on Icy Peak, I will be right back, everyone. Yeah, no, you really did show up in the middle of the intermission. I am back. And yeah, sorry about that. How are you doing, Brando? It's been a while since I've talked to you, but I mean, I know you still exist. Yeah, I wasn't gone for too long. We're going into an ice level. That's always a good way for things to get messy. Been busy running Game Warden 2. Yeah, I've heard there's been some stories, alright. Alright, so these operate the way they did in Spyro 2. It certainly feels like it, but also now I'm like, wait a second, we only used those like twice in that game. And I remember neither of those times. That works for me. Well, good luck with your... No, that's not. Now I'm trying to sit... Now I'm sitting here thinking like, wait a sec, has Brando actually... Does Brando know... Brando knows about JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I don't remember, because I haven't seen anyone in in that group in 5 years, probably? It has been a minute. You never cared about JoJo, but you know the joke. Fair enough. Speaking of which, I should see if I can get that working on my Dreamcast, because, well, let's just say that I would not have a legitimate copy of it, because, well, they do exist, but... Yeah. Right, because, yeah, you're living up in the Chicago area. Yeah, he's Yoshi, and he is, or was, a Yoshi main back when I last saw him playing Smash Ultimate. So, as much as he didn't like to admit it, but... Oop. Oh, those rats. Oh shit, that's actually great timing. Unfortunately, I'm a little bit broke at the moment, but if it weren't for that... well... Actually, I'm curious, did that first box have a rat in it before I blowtorched it, or what? Say burn. Listen. Well, I don't want to be the guy who says, boy, I hope your shit doesn't sell at the store that you are basically, well, one of the very few people who works there, but also, I think in this case, I may be allowed to make one exception, right? Yeah, for that, you're definitely looking for a very specific audience, no matter where you're at. See, in this case, I would be running... I basically would be running a burned disc copy as opposed to emulating, because I remember the one chance of... fuck, what was I gonna say? I lost my words. Damn it. Yeah, the one time I ran Flycast, which is the one Dreamcast emulator that I know of offhand. I think there might be others. There probably are. And I don't know how the compatibility stacks up. But I had some minor issues with it, and also I just don't know the Dreamcast button layout worth anything. So what I would be doing is I would basically just be burning a copy to a disc and running it off my Dreamcast, because mine can do that, so yeah, and then I would actually be able to look down at the controller and be like, oh yeah, that's where the buttons are. Because I am extremely not Dreamcast familiar. Didn't have one growing up, didn't play a ton of games on... Haven't played a ton of games on the one that I have. And really, most of the games that I have played that are on the Dreamcast got released elsewhere later, because... To be fair, the Dreamcast did actually have a pretty decent library for the amount that there was. the Dreamcast was just in a very seriously not great position for having any chance of succeeding. Oh, oof, that's unfortunate. On all accounts, but at least you got one. Yeah, the Dreamcast was... A lot of people will say things about, like, the Dreamcast being ahead of its time, and there's some ways in which this is correct, most notably to do with the network adapter. I don't really think that that was a thing that held it back. The main thing that killed the Dreamcast, really, at least over here, has a little bit more to do, at least in my opinion, with the horrendously botched Saturn launch. And granted, at least part of that probably is because Bernie Stolar was trying to torpedo that end of the company because, well, he really didn't want to be in consoles, but yeah, that's a story.
Ice dancing. Season tickets aren't available, but you'll have to act fast.
Oh, we're not on a timer, moneybags. Take off, hoser. Wow. Take off, you hoser, eh? Spyro just turning Canadian for a second there. Yeah, exactly. And then, well, everybody was jumping on the PlayStation 2. The PlayStation 1, 2. You had to trade your 50-cent blood on the sand. I'm gonna be honest, I keep seeing that come up as like a thing with you, and I've always been like, I legitimately do not know how rare or anything that is. Or how good, for that matter. It just always seems like this strange thing to mention of like, oh, hey, yeah, you know 50 cents licensed game? And that's the big hitter.
Tonight is my big ice dance performance, and these hockey players are ruining it. Every time I start my routine,
50 Cent playing the Taliban, Jesus Christ. Oh, the 2000s were an era, all right.
Handsome and purple, who breathes fire.
Oh, you're asking for some very specific things.
These mean Rhinoc hockey players keep hogging the ice, and all I want to do is dance.
Protect the ice dancer from the evil hockey players. This is very silly. That's all I can say. All right, we gotta fend off the Edmonton Nordiques or whoever. I forget where the Nordiques were from. It wasn't Edmonton, obviously. Edmonton is the Oilers, not to be confused with the Houston Oilers, or as they now are, the Tennessee Titans. But that's football, not hockey. I don't know much about sports, but apparently I know enough to make a weird joke like this. Multiplayer was a thing in the game, but only on one... Well, that's weird. Shit, now I'm trying to think if there's any other games that had that going. Other than games that are just, like, exclusively online, like...
I guess one of the judges didn't like it, though. He threw this egg at me instead of a rose. Why don't you have it?
Oh, you definitely turned into a Minnesotan there.
Maybe you can be my ice dancing partner in
As
the
we
next
get Mark
Olympics.
Cerny. Yeah, I know, I'm coming in here saying that. I mean, it's not... Let's not call it the weird thing about the game, but it is, it's certainly a choice for reasons that don't have anything to do with the fact that it's about 50 Cent fighting the Taliban. Find Doug the polar bear. Is there going to be a Bob also? Wait, no, that was in Ripto's Rage.
I put
Oh, there's Doug.
this morning so Bob wouldn't beat me to the
Oh, jeez, he really is named Bob. Fuck. Just a second.
Fishing lure I've been using.
Spent 77 bucks for something that's 105. Not bad.
Ooh, by the way, feel free to use our gondola whenever you want.
I'm just here enjoying the fact that they've got a Bob and Doug joke here in the middle of. Oh, they definitely did their research on Canada references. Are we gonna have a Getty, Alex, and Neil somewhere? I don't know if they'll have space for that, but
You shot the ice block, eh? Must be beginner's luck.
thanks, dude. But speaking of beginner's luck, I'm surprised I managed to land that. This is just what Montreal is like. Nice. All right, good luck with your stuff there, Brando. Have a good one. Maybe I won't fall in the pit next time. I don't know if we'll be there to see it. Honestly, I could probably just take the other way around. Oh yeah, there. It's a good thing I looked back because then I saw that big staircase and the whatever's under here. Can you imagine if they just had a kill plane over that area to prevent you from doing this drop? That would be a real jerk move. It's also probably how I would design levels, which really tells you a little bit too much about me. I can't take the heat, but I can dish it out, apparently. Or something to that effect. Oh, are we in Supercharged Land Zoneville? Oh, yeah. Oh, here we go, everybody. Well, he butt-ended me, so... apparently this time the tie goes to the runner, which is a bit of a rarity in Spyro the Dragon. But... now is not the time to start bitching. Every other time, yes, but not now. Berg! Ooh, what a turn. Oh, I see. He went a different way down the split path. I have got to stop doing that, because that's becoming a bit of an issue. Actually, this whole track is really rough. This is shaped in a big jerk way. Especially this part. If only this jackass could just stay on the easy side. Which isn't necessarily super easy, but still. Ah! Good call. Oh, I'm ahead of him. FML. Hit the brakes. Now I gotta figure out where the hell I needed supercharge into that, don't I? Anyway, I gotta figure out where this... There we go. There's the guy. Taking the easy path. Now, if we could just avoid getting ahead of him this time. There we go. Now we're going to try to supercharge that chunk of ice that we saw earlier. It's just going to take us a bit, because, yeah. There's got to be a better way to do that. Unfortunately, I don't think they're gonna let me just supercharge that way the way I want to. Well, I'm dumb. Is that all that was in here? I guess so. I was expecting this to be a whole path out the other way. Oh, is there another thief here? That's Buck Wild. Is what that is. Say guidebook. On top of a ledge. Yeah, that's a description. gap. Yeah, so this is quite isolated compared to where we were. Jeez, the amount of treasure we're still missing, but we've definitely not explored the entire level at all, so that, I suppose, is understandable. Let's back out of this area, and we'll make a note to come back here later on. No free life for us, dang. Now, there's definitely a sound that's kind of like the thief sound in the back of the music here for some reason. This time the death actually counts. Yeah. Expecting me to hit target. You guys are very silly. Expecting a show of skill. What kind of bozo shit is this? Well, we made it work eventually. At least we don't have limited ammunition, otherwise I'd have a bad time right about now. I think it's an interesting design choice, the amount of this level that's like... the amount of the updrafts that there are. Just because it is abnormally high for a Spyro level, and they all just lead to gems, but also they're opened up in a fairly obvious way of just like break the crystals. I like it. But also, wow, it's really big, and there's so much to do here. Only imagine I will miss just so much stuff for something. Or it'll take a long time to comb over this level anyway. Not to mention, some of these jumps are getting pretty tight already. It's not as extreme as Spyro 1 was in that regard, but it's definitely harder jumping than Ripto. I'll say that for a reasonable price. And is this our dragon egg that's got a really useless description? No, actually, it's not the one I was thinking of. Genuinely surprised by this turn of events. Oh, that made the screen shake even. Oh, there's the egg. I'm not completely certain of how to get there, but we'll figure it out as we go. Oh. Oh. There's some stuff under the ice there. What would we need to melt it? I suppose there's a couple of different options, but... Hey, there's Maynard. Maynard James Keenan from Tool. I don't know. Probably not. He's not out here taking only the worst lessons from Bill Hicks bits. I think we got both of the birds at the start, but we're gonna try anyway. Yep. Just had to be sure. Oh! Fuck. Well, I did that. Oops. At the very least, we're like right near the start of the level, so we can get back to the lift quite easily. Don't walk into the return home portal. I've been walking into everything else that I shouldn't at this point, so I gotta say it to myself. Ah, what a load of bupkis. I absolutely had enough hype for that, but... You know what, game? I think you know better, apparently. So... It's fine, we had to relaunch the rocket anyway. Because the game just doesn't want to remember that for me. Excuse me. That was a terrible noise. Anyway. 68 more treasure to go is a really terrible number. Because I just know it's not going to be all there. It's going to be somewhere else, mostly. I hate to be the person who does the whole, but I pressed the button shit, but I absolutely did press the triangle button there. It's just that when you're trying to do a glide with a very short amount of range, this game is very hit and miss about whether or not it will let you. And again, I've heard that there's apparently some physics issues due to playing on 60 frames per second on the PC version versus the console version. I don't know how accurate that is, but if so, I mean, that could be one of them. There we go, that's better. Alright, 24. So now we're missing 44 treasure. Meanwhile, I'm just like, how do I get to the area down there? Can I just like... No. I didn't think so, but wanted to check. Alright, time to try and see if I can see a... with that. I mean... There we go. See, I figured that we had to have some way to crack the thin ice because of that. I just wasn't sure if we could melt it somehow. There's quite a lot of treasure down here. This gave us all we needed. All right. Excellent. Now, where's our way to the exit? Because again, now we're obsessively, after the end of World 1 of the first Spyro, I'm just obsessively doing that for every single... Yeah, you get it. thought it would actually let me walk across that, but no. And now we get charged to life for it. Well, boo and earns. Button, press button, press button. Doesn't help anything, but who cares? Alright, I reckon we've got time for one more level. But that's about all we've got time for because, yeah, these do take a minute. Excuse. And for that last level, we are going to go and negotiate with the Speedway. So we got Bamboo Terrace, that swamp level, and I think that's all we need to do in order to unlock the boss is just those two. Alright, so let's see what we got going on here. Country Speedway, is that what it was called? Yeah, it was. Race against the local speed champions. Alright, let's race the planes just to get this out of the way. Yeah, same way that we usually deal with things. Oh, okay, they're giving me an attack here, too. Nice. Well, hopefully I'll make my life a little bit... Aw, boo! Well, shit, I just about completely missed that. Don't know what got hit by that, but okay. That's a bit of a problem on my part. Definite bad play. Oh, I think one of them got stuck. That'll make my life a lot easier if so. Fortunately, at the same time now, I'm no longer sure that I know where any of the dudes I'm racing are. Again with that game, please. It's a real problem. Fuck, that was terrible. I'm just gonna take a reset because I don't know what kind of position I'm in or not. I know how the rest of the racers just basically entirely disappeared, but they sure did. Alright, well, there was another one of the racers just in a completely broken position. I don't know how I feel about that. That seems like it might be a setup for something going badly here, but... Ah, damn it. I lost, like, all my turning momentum there, so... That was a bit of a problem. But it's very interesting to see some of the racers just get horribly stuck on the walls here. Like, I don't know why they're going in the directions they are, either. It's just a complete nonsense move. Why would they turn sharply 90 degrees there? It doesn't make sense with the course. Yeah, like, again, right there. What? Just what? Something seems to be kind of screwed up here. You know, just a little. Oop. Yeah, I have no idea where the first place guy is. Realizing I just have not seen that dude at all this entire... Oh boy, I completely lost it. Well, yeah, we'll take the L on that one. We weren't going to win it anyway, so it's fine. But also, God, what is going on with some of these biplanes and their maneuverability and stuff? It is an absolute mess of epic proportions, really. Don't do that. Yeah, just don't go for the one down by the tree at that point. This area is full of enough twists and turns that I'm like, that could be a thing from somewhere else and I don't remember. But I do know that taking it then is a bad idea. Try not to bonk like that, especially not multiple times. Aim and everything is so messed up right now. Are you kidding me? There we go. That I finally managed to not pass through a ring after how obscenely forgiving the hitboxes have been through most of this. That's probably a waste of a missile, but that's okay. Oh, dang it. Okay, yeah, that was just badly played. Alright, conserve the missile. I wish this were a case like Wall Race 64, which was one of the boss levels of Space Station Silicon Valley, where you could basically just keep retrying until all of the AI went and fucked themselves. Also, again, come on, I went through the side of the ring basically, but still, I've seen how the hitboxes are. That usually works. Unfortunately, I just don't think that that idea is going to really bear fruit here. As funny as it would be... Ah, oh, damn it. Well, so much for that missile. And then we didn't even get the boost. Wow. Good work, me. And there's position 4, or position 3 rather, just stuck in a wall. Again. Hooray! That time we didn't screw it up. Yes, 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 yes. This time we can actually see number 1, or we could for a moment. Let's see, get behind a thing. Fuck! Ugh! I was so close. And of course, I bonked in a really unfortunate place too, so that probably made it worse, but still. Ugh. Okay. I almost feel like I should probably reset after that because yikes, but still. That's fine. We got told to reset eventually anyway. Wow. Of course No, we're just gonna dive off the side for that because oof. Damn it! Way to completely lose control there, Spyro. Yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying the part of things where I don't have anything useful to say whatsoever. Because legitimately, I think I've basically said everything I can, except for like a concluding statement, which I'll give when I actually finish this. That was badly done. I really don't deserve to win now. Sheesh. Before, I would have been willing to negotiate, but now, ugh. Now, if I get it, I'm gonna be upset, and so should you. I would love to know like the exact ranges and sizes for the hitboxes and stuff, and what angle is considered going through the hoop and not. Just for like personal reference, really. Game, I need you to not do that to me. That's okay, I would have wasted that missile anyway. Yeah, again, I don't really have a whole lot to say here, just, I mean, I knew what I was in for, I'll say that. I did say I was gonna do this one first to, you know, get it out of the way before I go do the other part of the level. I need to use those missiles a little bit smarter, because I've somehow, like, forgotten how to use that properly, almost. But that one I can do correctly to prevent the boost. Even get the boost. That was just some sheer fucking incompetence there. And I just lost second place. Well, barely maintaining. Yeah, dropping there is not as like easy as I want it to be. No, we don't want to touch the tree. God damn it. Since you're mashing circle. Ooh, I can't believe we won that, actually. That was a really badly played run. And yet somehow we got away with that. So that course is a lot harder to learn, but I think it would be easier to do just by virtue... Hi, Shemp. Just by virtue of the fact that, like... there's many big shortcuts... and you get the missiles that the other planes can't use on you. Rings, tractors, cows, and planes. Alright. Ah, yes, I see. We've got, like, the far side guys going on here. Go. There we go. Oh, I missed one of them. So, probably no first try here for us, but... I mean, that's okay. Honestly, getting a first try on the other one seems a little bit... a strong showing. Yeah, because here we don't even get time back for hitting any of the objectives. Oh my god, I need a quick retry button on this. Because I keep failing to hit the tractors all in a row because I'm bad, which I know, but I know where that last plane is, because I didn't... Whoa! Why was I going off at that angle? That was a little overkill there, hit detection. Shoving me straight up like that seems a little bit a little bit mean. And not again. Jeez, those planes don't fuck around, huh? Oh, apparently I dropped some frames. Well, I don't know when that happened, so yeah, have fun. It would help if I could just once get all of the mowers in a single charge. Unfortunately, because I'm completely fucking incompetent at even the most basic skills of a video game of going in a straight line, that will never happen. And on the other hand, that one's not my fault at all. That's just the game really having kind of a jerk design. I don't know, just make them square. There's no need for me to have any capacity to ramp off them whatsoever. Are you kidding me? Somehow I didn't touch that? Whatever. If we have time afterwards, we'll catch up with it, I guess. Taking a dive because we missed that somehow. Oops. That's from me just mashing buttons. Or maybe it's just a summation of my mood. And there I go, missing the same one again. I think it's probably the part that makes it the worst, because it's like, wow, I should be able to figure this out by now, and yet I just do it badly every single time. Oh, that time I skipped a different one. Jump over the damn ledge, Spyro. Come on. It's not that hard. Also, yeah, I started pressing square on the loading screen as if that would make it move faster. Nope. I'm just getting kind of tired, that's all. And now I'm just screwing up on this one, because I had a thing that worked before, but I started trying to vary it up in order to shave off time that I don't need to... What the fuck happened there? What the fuck happened there? I was trying to do that, but... No can do, Slurms. Again, god damn it, I never learn, do I? And when I do, it's the wrong thing. Just learn to play badly. That's all I do. Now I'm starting to bonk on that log. That's not great. Well, at least I got those guys all pretty cleanly. unfortunately, because they revamped how these work and the time is of what you see is what you get kind of situation. And also, I just keep dropping on the ground like an idiot. Alright, so where's... Wow, great shooting, me. 4, 5, 6, 7. There we go. Yep, just go straight into their path. I just had to figure out where it actually was most of the time in order to get it. But we finally did it. And I don't know what the last thing for this level is, but let's pause and take a look. Hunter's rescue mission. Well, let's see if we can't find him real quick, and then... when we finish that, or we say, well, maybe next time, then that will be our last thing for the day. But you have to actually find him first. Where'd my map go? Try retoggling it. Do I just not get a map here in time attack mode? And yet I did for the other map. What the hell? That's weird. Is it because I did the other thing first? Could be. Hey, Hunter.
You're not gonna believe this, but there are sheep saucers and space cows all over this place. I'm gonna strap on my jetpack and blast them. Look out, cows! Here I come!
Jetpack, huh? Well, let's see how this controls. Oh, I don't like the feeling of this. This is reminiscent of... there was something in Spyro 2 that was like this. I wish I had some sort of measure of how I was doing. Well, it hasn't reset me yet, so I can't be doing too badly, but I don't know if there's like a total number of dudes I need to get total or something. I mean, this is basically a turret section, right? Give me back the plane.
Spyro, I'm gonna look out.
This is a very heavy reticle, which is an interesting sentence. But yeah, again, there was a thing in Spyro 2 that was like this, and it wasn't great there, and here it's exactly the same. Also, you really just have no idea where your shots are going to end up in the future because of how far out they go, and the drift, and this reticle being a gigantic circle. Like, you might have an idea, but that's about it. Fuck. I was trying to get that last one, but again... This is designed really meanly. Just the slowest firing lasers you've ever seen. The gigantic circle for an aiming reticle that's like, boy, I guess technically it's better than nothing. But only just. Better get that guy before we make a huge weird turn that sends us away.
You got the last one just before he abducted this egg.
Well, that was rough. Mostly from questionable controls. But we've done it. That should be 100% of the level done. And just to be sure, I am going to take a quick look before we log off for now. And yes, indeed, that is 100% of Country Speedway done. I still need to remember to get that one treasure in Seashell Shore at some point.